So when we have a look at society is changing. We talk very much in terms of technology-led disruption, but actually a lot of the disruption that we see today isn't necessarily technology-led. When we talk about technologies like generative artificial intelligence, we can see disruption coming. I started talking about generative artificial intelligence 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I was in London with Bloomberg talking about how these AIs that would create content would eventually be used to collapse financial markets and misinformation and disinformation. They see the world as this kind of rather simple, pale blue dot. There's no wars, there's no boundaries, everything is straightforward, right? But as we come down to earth, the fact of the matter is, by 2040, we'll have 65% of people living in megacities. We have over 8 billion people now on the planet. It starts getting confusing when we get to ground. Cybercrime is a $1.2 trillion industry. We have activism and wars. We have all these challenges. And when we have a look at the problems that the world faces, Europe. So when we talk about expanding your horizons, don't just think about looking at what other industries are doing. Look at what other countries are doing. And then bring those pieces back. Then start experimenting. If you found something interesting, experiment. Because you can't really ever understand these new things if you aren't using them yourselves. And then you have to unlearn. The way that we are creating businesses now is fundamentally different to anything that we've seen in the past. And I'm going to show you a video in a little while of just exactly why you need to unlearn everything that you've learned about the world. If you are comfortable, then you're happy with the status quo. And while you're happy with your status quo, you have Sam Altman looking at your businesses going, I'm going to take you all out. And then at some point you're going to be uncomfortable. You've got to be curious. You've got to ask better questions. One of them, we are now starting to identify malware using sound. Because using artificial intelligence, we can identify the sound that malware makes when it's running on your hard drives and your CPUs. Be open-minded. I can disrupt every Indian bank with a fridge, which is maybe a story for later.